The production of aluminium follows multiple stages from extractive to processing and finally manufacturing, and it has a sizable environmental footprint. This includes topsoil removal, deforestation, and changes to the hydrology where the bauxite feedstock is mined. Now, these activities impact on biodiversity and they introduce emissions into the environment. The smelter process using electrolysis to produce aluminium is a highly energy-intensive method. The electricity used is generated in many instances from fossil fuels, including gas, coal, and crude oil derivatives. Aluminium production can therefore be directly or indirectly responsible for really adverse environmental impacts. Finally, the transportation costs for bauxite, alumina, and aluminium present an additional environmental burden. The environmental footprint of Mozal was relatively limited and addressed by a comprehensive environmental impact assessment and environmental management plan. The main feedstock to the smelter in the form of bauxite and alumina were all imported into Mozambique, therefore limiting the environmental footprint within Mozambique. The project was also constructed to comply with the IFC standards for environmental and labor. These are very, very demanding. The transparency and disclosure regime governing the IFC required a 6-month window period prior to approval to allow stakeholders sufficient time to give input. The environmental compliance aspects were generally regarded as hygiene factors by the sponsors. They needed to be addressed in order for the financing of the project to be successful. After commissioning, these factors were important in ensuring a broad set of stakeholders continued to support the project. They really supported the project's license to continue operating. Whilst there weren't any significant acts of environmental breaches in Mozal's operations, a complaint to the IFC by a consortium of local and national non-governmental organizations relating to air emissions during the servicing of Mozal's equipment in October 2010 was lodged and resolved.